Are you ready?
No.
Well, too bad. Because class is officially open. No textbooks required, no pop quizzes ahead. Just deep dives, sharp insights, and real conversations straight from Kyoto University of Advanced Science. Pull up a chair because KUAS is in session.
Can I skip this class?
Well,
Not really.
no.
We could have kidnapped.
It's a mandatory credit.
It is?
Yes.
I bet.
Alright, so hi. My name is Michelle.
And my name is Michael.
And who do we have here, Michael?
Well, we have a special guest with us today for our very first episode.
Ooh, I wonder if I'm pretty sure the audience are pretty curious as to who this guest is.
Well,
Okay. So, hello everyone. My name's Ram, short for Joaquin. Hey, what's the matter? Again, hello everyone. My name is Ram, short for Joaquin. I'm a third year here in KUAS and I am under the Mechanical and Electrical Engineering Department.
Alright, nice to meet you, Rob.
We've met before.
Well, the audience doesn't know that.
I don't.
Well,
I don't.
You should.
Alright, yes, Michael?
All right, so you know.
Guys!
Ready?
Okay.
Can we please cut this?
We will.
All right. So, well, I don't think you may know this, Rom, but one of our, segments here is that we ask one of our guests or our guests one random question.
Oh no.
So, all right, Rom. Let me ask you a question. Let me speak some facts.
I didn't study. I thought there's no pop quiz.
Well, too bad.
What do you mean?
I'll backtrack. There is a pop quiz now.
God damn it.
Alright, so let me ask you. Do you get wet more when you walk under the rain or you run under the rain?
Typically, if it rains,
It
I don't
pour-
go out. So I'd rather stay in, keep myself dry.
Alright, you know what they say. If it rains, it pours. So let's pour some knowledge on our audience today.
Oh, smooth
Oh
ones.
no.
Alright, so what is this podcast about, Michelle?
Well, this podcast can be really covering about a lot of things, actually. We can be talking about our students, we can be talking about our school,
Can we talk about banana bread?
or banana boat song.
Maybe
I want banana bread.
maybe sometime later we might, pull up some fun people and they can, ask for the recipe for their banana bread.
What if they don't have a recipe for banana bread?
Well, we can just find another guest.
Yay.
All right.
I love banana
Well,
bread.
to know more about podcasts, though, you guys have to tune in more. So stay tuned for our next episode.
So,
There's more than one.
surprisingly, yes.
Amazing.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing is crazy.
So, well, if they do tune in, well, what can the listeners expect?
From our podcast, they can expect a lot of things.
Such as,
Okay,
Banana
but
bread.
before I, spoil too much about it, let's just focus on this one guest.
you know what
That's
doesn't,
they
you know what does
I
spoil?
expect banana bread.
Well,
Let's hit the cafeteria right after this.
There's no banana bread in the cafeteria.
Let's hit the bakery after
that's
There's no banana bread in the bakery either. I've been all around.
hey,
There's no banana bread.
that's too much spoilers. So, you know what?
Cafeteria?
No. You know what does spoil? You know what does spoil?
Banana bread.
You read my mind.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so
Gosh.
well, this podcast will serve as a platform for us students. Well, not just students, but like a deep dive of everybody within the KUAS community to learn more about the university, the student body, just the ins and outs of the university. Sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee,
Or
and
tea,
then,
if you like tea.
I don't like coffee or tea.
or banana bread,
Yeah, banana bread.
and enjoy the ride.
Alright.
Well,
Shall we begin, Michael?
we have been beginning.
Wow, what do you mean, shall we begin, Michael?
Well,
Rob. It's okay. Anyways, Rob, tell us a bit about yourself. What's your story?
So, I like banana bread.
Uh-huh.
My favorite bread in the world. And when you put nuts in it, it's delicious.
Can you give me the recipe for that, by the way?
No, it's mine.
Have, have you ever thought about chocolate and banana bread?
Yo, I like this guy. I like this guy. Chocolate.
By any chance, where are you from?
Philippines.
Oh, that's crazy. I'm from the Philippines too.
Crazy.
I cannot say that.
Guys, I feel left out. Come on.
Well,
Oh, boo. I'm sorry you weren't born in the Philippines. The
I
greatest
could've-
country of all time.
Can I be Filipina for today? Can I be Filipina? Can I be Filipina? Can I be?
Say a word in Tagalog.
Salamat po.
yeah, you know,
Okay, we'll let it pass.
we'll let it slide today.
Alright, I'm
She has
Filipina
a
for today.
1 hour
guys.
pass
Yes.
for saying thank you.
Shit.
That's like me going up to that Chinese person saying, xie xie, and calling it a day.
And I'll tell it to you. Gucci.
I've never heard someone say that before.
Woyao Beijing.
Okay, let's.
Alright, side note though, I'm
let's-
Indonesian, not Filipino.
Alright, so tell us more in particular why you decided to select or choose KUAS to study here.
Well, why did you come here? Wrong.
Why you sound so mad at me? Like, bro, I've been here for 2.5 years and you're asking me so aggressively. Why are you here? Huh?
I mean, we heard like that, you know. So.
If you guys saw her face, she looked like that. You know, like the angry emoji from Inside Out. That's
She-
what she looked like. She asking me that.
She has
I
a
like that one though.
she has a lot of resentment towards our guest today.
Oh yeah, so the angry emoji is red and small, like you.
That's crazy.
It's like the Angry Bird.
Bro, I love Angry Birds though.
Okay. What was the question again?
Alright.
We got so off.
So
What was this question again?
before we got sidetracked, I was asking you why you chose this university.
Yes. So why did I choose to come to KUS or Japan as a whole?
Or well, you can answer
both.
both.
Answer
Both?
both.
Okay. So why I chose to come to Japan because it's a lot colder than the Philippines.
You know?
Like if you guys grew up in the Philippines, right? All my Filipino viewers out there, you know for a fact, right? It reaches 45 to 50 degrees on a daily basis.
I can feel that.
Exactly. And for some reason, it's still prime time to drink some hot cup of coffee.
Really? Jen?
Yes.
That's crazy.
You could wake up, it's burning, there's gonna be small fire outside. You're sitting around that fire, you're drinking hot coffee.
I mean, you seem like Indonesian, not gonna lie. That's our typical
Too
mornings
hot. But yeah, so the weather here is really great. I mean, not right now, it's raining, but it overall, can't really complain after living in 45 degrees my entire life. And also, Japan has a very nice culture, very respectful culture, and signing up for college, right? I wanted to study abroad.
Alright.
One of the reasons why I stuck with Japan is because it's more on the safer side. So you can go out late at night and not worry about getting stabbed
That's true.
That's true.
or something happening to you. Unlike in other countries, which I will not mention. But Japan overall is one of the safest countries you could study in alone abroad. So that's why my parents were very optimistic when I wanted to study here. Like they had not that many doubts in mind.
Well,
And-
we're happy to have you here.
Oh, now you're saying that. Now it's the first that she's just making a good face, you guys. She's just saying that for the show.
Nah. I
No.
mean, we are happy to have him here, right, Michael?
Well, I do. I don't know about you.
Exactly.
You seem to have a lot of resentment towards our guests.
Don't continue.
Yeah. Why I chose KUAS, right? I applied to different universities here in Japan, right? So I applied to universities in Tokyo, Kyushu,
Alright.
and Kyoto, right?
Alright?
I didn't get accepted to Kyushu because I don't know why. I should have gotten a higher SAT score probably, which is really funny because I got a 770 in math.
Funnily enough, they don't just check your math score, they also check your English score. Or reading and writing.
That's probably why.
Hey, you know what they say? Everything happens for a reason, right? Are you happy that you're here though?
Anyways, so I had the option to go Tokyo and Kyoto, right? One of the degrees I was offered was here in KUS, right? So either mechanical or electrical engineering or another degree with a 40% scholarship, right?
Alright?
But I had to reject that one because
Why?
because it's humanities strand. No, I'm not talking bad about humanities, but I do not want to study sustainability and tourism for like 3 to 4 years.
That sounds
And
like a pretty.
Also, I like the life here in Kyoto. It's very open, very nature-esque, very quiet. Tokyo's a little loud, so if you're into that, be my guest. But like personally, I like the quiet a little more. I like going out in nature, taking a long walk under red autumn leaves. It's very relaxing.
I understand you, Ram. I agree. Honestly.
Yeah, you
Kyoto's
know,
so much nicer in that sense.
Hot take: Kyoto is better than Tokyo.
Let's not get into that. Let's not get into that.
Hey,
It's
this
it's
is
a
our
per-
own opinion.
it's a
That's
personal
okay.
preference.
Personal preference. That's okay.
You know what else is in Kyoto? KUAS.
Yes, that's why I went to KUAS.
Well,
Well, what expectations did you have about our uni, anyways? Before you came here, and maybe you can share some insights after.
Some expectations I had of the uni, first of all, I talk with a lot of people about this. We all thought this was under Kyoto University.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, we can't say that? Okay, we're gonna cut that off. So, some expectations, some expectations I had on this university was, I wasn't really expecting a lot because it's my first time living alone, studying abroad. I just wanted to get a feel of like the environment here in KUAS, and honestly, I'm pretty happy that I did because there's a lot of nice people out here.
like the two hosts.
Exactly. We're
That's
so
debatable. I know Michael's a good guy, Yeah, Michael's my boy.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
guys.
So, one expectation I honestly had was, I'm gonna drown in work
All right.
because I am chronically online. I scroll to Instagram a lot, like a bunch of you do. So I go online, just scroll through Instagram. I see all these engineers like, you're never getting out until like 2 a.m. And I'm happy to say that is 100% true. There's no lie with that.
Actually, do you think so? Really?
Engineering is a hard topic in itself.
Well, that's true.
Any engineering is pretty hard. So,
Fair.
one expectation I did have was I'm gonna have to put in a lot more work
Okay.
because there's a lot more advanced mathematics, right?
That's true.
And a lot more topics that I need to learn here and understand. And those expectations were met. I'll give it that much. A lot of things I learned here. I made an LED blink with a breadboard. Yeah,
That's a big
What project
achievement.
was that? What project was that?
a side project.
Nice. Okay.
Did you have any bigger projects?
Define big.
Something that reaches throughout the community.
My biggest project. Banana bread.
You know,
He has to share us the recipe.
No, it's my recipe.
It's actually a recipe?
Yes.
you have to at least make it for us.
Maybe. Someday.
We
Kidnapping him, yeah?
we
We are
will
not. No. That's not allowed.
we will be expecting that banana bread in the future.
Exactly.
But, do you have-
You guys heard this guy?
No, you
make
didn't
us
hear. You
banana
didn't hear
bread.
me say
You'll make
anything
us
about
banana
promises of banana bread.
You guys can do whatever
See,
to
I
him
told you
if he
guys.
doesn't
These
give us
hosts.
banana
These
bread.
hosts are extremely delusional. You know.
Delusional. Hey, I was crazy once.
Where did you get the word crazy?
Well, you know what else is crazy? The fact that you have been here for almost 3 years already.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
Time
third
flies.
year now. It's crazy.
Yeah. Time flies really, really fast.
Well, throughout those 3 years, right, you've obviously faced a lot of hardships, challenges.
Yeah, it's
What-
engineering.
Is there anything that like stuck in particular?
One of the hardest, one of the hardest things I had to do was probably the pre-capstone.
Can you elaborate on that? For okay.
Basically, right. For those who don't know yet, the pre-capstone is a mandatory project in KUS where you work with companies and they give you something to solve and you have to give them a solution, right?
All right.
So, I will not get into detail because I did sign a DNA.
An
An
NDA.
sorry. An NDA. So, but basically, right, that was our first time tackling a real life problem, right, that a company is facing. So,
All right.
we were allowed to choose our group, so I chose me and my two best friends, John and LJ. Shout out to those two. But like, it was hard because we didn't have any experience prior to that in terms of solving like real world problems, right? So
All right.
we had to do things not really on the fly, but rather we had to learn things from scratch and then build upon that. So that was an experience, I'll tell you that much.
All right.
So are you looking forward to capstone now though? Since I'm sure
I
you
mean,
signed
of course
up.
I am. You know, I'm working with the same people again. At least now, I have a lot more experience under my belt in terms of like CADing, for example. During that project, I was mainly responsible for the CADing, so I had to learn a lot of different new functions in Fusion, and also whatchamacallit? Yeah, as I said before, none of us had any prior experience solving real world problems, right? So that was hard in itself, but it was overall still a fun experience because at the end we were able to give a product. Although we did have to use zip ties and a little bit of tape like every engineer, but you know,
Yep.
as an engineering staple, right? If it works, don't fix it.
Exactly.
If it works, it works.
You know what the great Robert Oppenheimer said?
I am death.
Aside from that, but theory only gets us too far.
Mm.
You know, the real teacher is not just within the classroom. It's
the
the
friends we made along the way.
aside from that, but it is the real world experience. You know,
Yes, I
being able to immerse yourself with the society and solving the
Ah, yeah.
problems.
Hey, we're street smart
Yeah.
engineers.
Let me expound one of my other reasons why I came here to KUAS.
Alright.
One of the other reasons was also because of the pre-capstone and capstone projects, right? Because when I was looking at other universities also, I did not really see any real-life applications like the capstone or pre-capstone, right? KUAS offered that. It offered people to work with companies, you know, get that real-life experience
Yes,
on working
yes.
on different things. And that's something that other universities, when I was looking, were not offering at the time. So that's one of the reasons why I came here.
So I guess that's what makes KUAS an appealing university as a whole then.
Yes, it
It's
does.
very proactive. It's helping the students get the experience they need to become a functioning member of the society.
Yep. Whether it is as engineers, business kids, bio kids, you name it, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, any of the challenges or failures that you went past, any of them like really stuck out to you though, like personally?
Personally.
Like what of those that shaped you to who you are now?
One of my biggest failures was I burnt my banana bread once. It was extremely sad.
Hey, hear me out. If you give us
We
the
are not
recipe,
hearing you out.
Hear me out. If you give us the recipe, we can make it.
Don't worry, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I know. It was a very sad day. But in terms of engineering, I
Okay.
think that's what you guys wanted, right?
Yes.
One of my biggest failures in engineering was probably during my second year, right?
Alright.
Because first year here, I think also in like a bunch of other universities as well, first year is usually technically has the most workload, but
Alright.
it is viewed as slightly easier because those topics are mostly what you've learned in high school, right? Or
Yeah.
Or something you expound on that, right?
Yep.
So first semester, right, was calculus and linear algebra 1,
Yes.
and then basic physics, right? We all
Yes.
learned that in high school.
Yes.
Second semester was basically that, but then a little bit more, which is also not that hard to grasp because again, it's the basis was already taught to you in high school, right? So
Yes.
it's not that hard. Third and fourth semester, the second year, right? That was probably hardest time, and I consider it my biggest failure because that was when we actually had to learn new things, right?
Yeah.
We had to learn things from scratch again because yes, the concepts of first and second semester do apply, but in an entirely different context, right? So it's more an application and a lot more tedious calculations. And at the time, right, during first year, I was able to breeze by that more because I knew it. I knew how to do simple calculus, multivariable calculus, you know, everything under that, I knew how to do it. But then by the time third and fourth semester came, I realized, oh wait, I've been relying on stock knowledge this entire time. I don't really know how to tackle
New topic.
new topics, exactly. So I not really flunked, but let's just say the GPA went down. my grade was it was a noticeable drop. It wasn't fail. I passed all the classes. Don't get me wrong, but like comparing my first year to my second year, my first year was a lot better. That's why during the second semester, I was that not really teaching myself, but more like was that learning how to learn things.
Exactly.
I was learning how to search topics because sometimes you don't understand what's happening during the lectures, right? A lot of people
Of course.
experience that.
Nobody
like
does.
you look at an equation, but you don't know what that does or what it is in general, right? So there's a lot of self-studying that has to happen in engineering. So that was one of the things I had to teach myself, how to properly study on more important topics so that I could score better. And that showed during the 5th semester because I actually did a lot better.
That's nice.
That's nice. Okay, look, Rom. I hope that you're not too hard on yourself, okay? Remember, we came to this university not as professors. We came here as students.
Exactly.
Just literally had nothing figured out, and we're actually trying to learn what engineering is all about.
That's why banana bread is very important.
You know, I do agree. But I think what's not difficult is just the course load itself, but the fact that you are by yourself in a new country.
Exactly.
And you're juggling everything.
Exactly.
Exactly. You're juggling things on your own for the first time. Because at least in high school, okay, most of us, right? During high school, we live with our parents, like we're back in our own countries, right?
Yep. We had
And then,
safety net.
we had a safety net, exactly. Tutors were more widely available, like in the Philippines, right? You can always hire like a private tutor, right?
Yes.
A lot cheaper than here.
Yes.
Exactly. So if you didn't understand anything, at least in my case, right, I usually go to a tutor, ask them for help, blah blah blah, right?
All right.
A lot of material was so much easier to access back home because it was abundant. It was very readily available, right?
Yes.
But now you're doing a lot of things on your own. Like one of the reasons why it was easy to find a tutor, for example, back home was because I had my parents, right?
That's true.
Our parents want us all to succeed, so they do anything, right, to help us push towards that dream, right? So
Exactly.
getting a tutor was not a problem for them, but here, right, it's harder because I don't have my parents here.
You have to be
For one.
independent,
You have to be
right?
more independent, exactly. You have to look for the help on your own,
Yep.
which is why it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder here than back home.
All right.
Fair enough. So that's why this goes for everyone too. Like,
Get banana bread.
Aside from getting banana
aside
bread,
from getting banana bread, which you sure it's really good. Anyways, though, life here, no one expects you to have everything figured out. You know, like no one expects you to be able to do everything in one go. We're learning as we go, right? Like there's a first for everything. So this goes for Rom, Michael, myself, even everybody who's watching or listening to this. It's all right. Take your time, do as you go, and do your best. At least do your best in everything.
As Aaron Burr once said, you gotta wait for it.
exactly. Well, we often strive to show our best foot forward,
Yeah.
but sometimes it doesn't always go that way in our day-to-day lives. And I've got to ask our esteemed guests.
Esteemed is crazy.
So, can you tell us a little about the behind the scenes, the day-to-day lives,
Yeah,
Like
what do you do?
what I do every day?
Yeah, like what are you up to?
like the reality of engineering
Of
as
engineering.
a whole?
Okay, so let me split this, right?
Alright.
I'll talk about my ideal schedule
Alright.
and my reality schedule, right? Because of course there is an ideal schedule. So ideally, in an ideal world, me, like this applies Monday to Friday. I'll talk about weekends later, but like Monday to Friday, right? I wake up, let's say 7 a.m. I go to the gym, work out, and go to class. After that, I study, I talk with my friends, and then I go home, ideally at 10.
PM.
Ideally.
Ideally. This is all in an ideal world.
PM?
But
I
10
mean,
p.m. I said 10 p.m., right?
you just said 10.
Oh, sorry, 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. Let me clarify that.
I hope not 10 a.m.
So reality. So reality.
Alright.
I want to wake up at 7 a.m., but I end up waking an hour before class. So I wake up at give or take 9 a.m.
Okay.
Waking
So
up
I
is
don't have
hard,
time to go to the
guys.
gym, so I bring my gym bag, go straight to class. Do class, and then after that I get some lunch, and after that I do studying, right? I tell myself, okay, I'm gonna go gym after this, right? And then the more I read, the more I'm like, wait a minute, I don't understand this. And then it goes down this rabbit hole. And then I realize, oh wait, it's 10 p.m. and I haven't gone to the gym yet. So what happens is, after that, right, I still study a lot more because I'm like, oh, I gotta finish this thing. And then all of a sudden, oh no, it's 12 a.m. And I told him, like, you know what? Let's get a Monster and let's go to the gym. And then I get home at 2 a.m.
Why Monster?
And then I take a shower, toothbrush, and then I get to bed at 3 a.m. And the cycle continues.
Okay.
You can't see it right now, but I'm smiling straight at the camera. You can see the liveliness in my eyes, really.
To all viewers alike, whether young or old, please have good sleep schedules, yeah?
Yes.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little.
We are cutting that.
We're cutting that as a copyright issue.
Alright.
What is sleep?
Hmm?
What is sleep for us? Do we have sleep?
Well, you know, they say as long as you sleep around 6 to 8 hours, it's
Personally,
it's
I
fine.
like to sleep 6 to 7 hours.
We
6, 7.
well, aside we're putting that aside.
Think.
We brain
You like
rot.
a wise guy wrong.
Oh,
Don't you
no.
think so, Michael?
Yeah, he looks pretty knowledgeable.
That's completely wrong. My two hosts here are scholars here, and I am a regular student who is just getting by.
Hey, just because we're scholars doesn't mean we're not regular students. We work as hard as everyone else.
No, but then they're calling me wise
Hey,
and knowledgeable. Me of all people.
Which means that you are pretty knowledgeable. If it's coming from two scholars, you know?
Okay, fine. I'll give you the banana bread recipe.
yes, guys! He finally is gonna give us the banana recipe.
First,
Anyways,
bananas.
Okay.
alright, taking note of that. Alright, then?
You know what's making me go bananas?
What?
This journey so far, you know? It's like a roller coaster. There's a lot of ups and downs. Well, I'm pretty sure you can relate with that. So, what's the hardest moment? Or what's like the downhill so far?
The downhill.
Like, what's, you know, the most... Like, was there like a time that it's just been going down? Like, not really a challenge, but more of like a, oh, I've been feeling unwell recently.
Maybe what Michael's trying to say is, was there a time in your life you wanted to quit?
Of course, we're in engineering. If you don't plan on quitting, you're not an engineer.
Fair.
Okay?
Fair.
This goes with everyone's life, right? There's always times where you feel like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, I want to quit, right? But then the next day you have to wake up and you have to do the next step. So my advice, if you feel like you want to quit, just take one step. One step. One step is always better than no steps.
Exactly.
True.
So let's say, for example, I have to do my notes for a certain class, right?
Okay.
I don't have to do all of the notes in one sitting, right? I can do one page, and eventually, right, I will get there, okay? Remember, in life, you are never denied, you're only delayed.
That's
The destination is always there. It's just a matter of time when you get there.
Exactly. And never compare yourself to others. Just stick to what you know, stick to what you got, and go with it. Yeah.
and they say and he says that he's not knowledgeable
I know.
when he just
You should give
dra-
yourself more credit, Rob, honestly.
I
Yeah.
want the uni to give me more credit to graduate faster, you feel me?
well,
If you're hearing this, you know what you gotta do.
it looks like you're on the way. You're already in your sixth semester. Apologies.
Time
and
flies.
I'm
You're-
20 years old and I'm so old.
you're almost complete with your credits, right? Well, since that you've already experienced more than halfway there, do you have any, tips or
Advice.
like advice for at least the first years, or even our listeners that are curious about entering this university? Not just in engineering, but like there's a lot of
And
other
other-
programs.
One of the most important things, I have a lot in this list, right? So do bear with me. One of the most important things you have to do when you get into university is to get a good circle of friends. Okay? I can't speak on behalf of business or bio because I don't know what they're doing, but I think this applies to everyone, especially people who are in hard courses. You are stupid, okay? Give or take.
Hey, stupid's relative. Honestly, we're all stupid.
Eh?
Like, no one is actually smart. Come on, think about
Okay,
it.
no, but
No one's
let me
actually
elaborate,
smart.
right? When you come to university, you know nothing, right? Everyone around you also knows nothing, right?
Yeah.
Sure, you can always try to climb. Is that you can always try to climb on your own, right? That's all and fine, right? But what you do notice is if you climb with others, you get to your destination a lot faster because you guys help. Was that you guys help each other with learning things you don't know.
Exactly.
Okay, you know nothing, you know nothing. Let's both know nothing together.
Yeah,
Okay?
combine forces, you know.
Combining forces, exactly. So, my first advice is make good friends because good friends will get you very far. Because not only does it help you with when you feel lonely, blah blah blah. But if you have a good set of friends, you do notice that you get their habits.
That's true.
Yes, that's
So you
true.
get their study
Positive
habits.
influence, right?
Exactly. Another thing also, please be very sure on what you are signing up for. Okay, this applies to everything as well. Like a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people come into engineering, like just forgive my words, half-assed, right?
All right.
Half-assed coming into the university, right? And then that's the reason why they fail because they just why like if you ask them, right? Why did you go engineering, for example, right?
They call me the answer.
Oh, for the vibes.
Nah, really.
We can never just for the vibes.
It's not okay. Vibes is fine and all, but if you're just in university for the vibes, right? It's kind of a waste of time. So you have
It
to.
is, yeah.
What's
There's a
that?
potential too, not gonna.
Those 4 years would be a pain. It would be a lot of suffering, especially if you don't like the degree program that you're in.
Exactly.
So,
So you sign up. You have to make sure what you're signing up for, or else you're just gonna suffer involuntarily.
technically, know what you want to do then, if that's the case, right?
Another advice I have. In university, right? I already mentioned this a while ago, but like the next best thing you can always do is take the next step. This applies not only to university but to life as well. So one of the how do I say this? One way you can tell how good a person's character is how they deal with inevitable failures, right?
With adversity.
Because
With
adversity, yeah. So, you know for a fact that in life, nothing will always go. There are things that can go. There are things that won't go your way, you know. But like, the next best thing that anyone can do is just take the next step. As I said, one step is always better than no steps. Okay.
All right.
There's a lot of self-doubt with people, and that's understandable, right? But as long as you take the next step, sooner or later you'll realize you're in your destination.
That's true. Someone wise back in my country, Indonesia, once said, "Let's cross the bridge when we get there." She was the very reason why I actually ended up in engineering. So honestly, I feel you, Ram, for that. Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, that's all from our guests. Do you have any questions for us, the hosts?
Yes.
No.
Scared, Michael.
We've been asking the questions to you. Why not?
My first question, right?
All right.
Why do you guys have the same birthday?
You know,
You know, we ask this ourselves every time.
it's
Do you
fate.
believe in destiny, Michael?
Well, I believe in the destination.
Preach, preach, preach.
All right.
For real.
So, again, do you have any questions to us that our audience might be curious to know?
Well, I have one question though. This goes for both of you.
For me?
All right.
Both of you. Like, what's one question that everyone should be asking but no one does? What's one thing that everyone should know but doesn't do?
Make banana bread. Banana bread is the best thing in the world. And people should ask
Well-
about that more.
Fair.
All right. Well, let's be real. One question that we should be asking ourselves is, what should I be doing?
Banana bread.
Aside from that, every action we do every day, there must be a purpose, right? We can't just float around because we're just wasting our time. We could be doing a lot more productive things, but instead we just rot in bed and scroll in our phones.
Are you just describing what you do in the morning?
I plead the fifth.
Personal experience, I see.
I plead the
I respect
fifth.
the dude for being
Hey,
honest. Hey.
I respect honesty.
But
yeah, exactly. We're
again,
all like that at some point.
we should be doing well. We should strive to do things that help our goals. That further our progress to become a functioning member of society, as I've said a while ago. So we should always be asking to ourselves, what should I be doing? If it's not really worth the time, then maybe we should put it to the side and focus. Should we be studying? Should we be running a 5K,
In other words, lock in.
Exactly.
Don't you think so, bro? What do you think? Why are you staring at me? What do you think?
We're locked in.
Are we locked in?
We should be.
We should be.
What should we be doing?
What should we be doing?
Banana bread.
Banana bread.
He hasn't given us the recipe yet, by the way.
I gave you the recipe. Banana and bread. First, you get the banana, you put it in the bread, banana bread.
Alright.
Bakers, I'd like you to comment on this and
No
see.
bakers, do not comment on this.
Gosh, but like,
Alright.
the take that I get from you is that don't save things for tomorrow when you can do it today, right?
Exactly. As Rom has said a while ago, take at least one step forward, because one step is better than no step. Again,
Exactly.
Yeah.
it piles up exponentially.
Yeah.
A
So
wise person, bro.
If you have 30% today, and you give 30%, you gave 100%.
that's give
That is an ad.
give it up. Give it up to our guest today. He has been very insightful. He has been very knowledgeable, and he has been craving banana bread for some reason.
I know, right?
Bread.
So
People, if you see him on the streets, yeah, please give this man.
If you
a
see me on
banana
the
bread.
street and you give me banana bread, I'm gonna give you a big smooch.
well we
Just use the cinnamon. And our hostess dropped her water bottle.
Well, that marks the end
We-
of today's episode.
do you
Thank
have
you.
thank you for coming, and again
What are you gonna say, Michael? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
What were you saying to her?
No,
Wait,
before I
Before,
was.
before you were rudely
I
interrupted.
know. So-
what were you saying, Michael?
Do you have any parting words?
Anything
Yeah.
you'd like to say to our guest, maybe?
Anything to our listeners? He's the guest.
Hey, guest is relative.
All right. All right.
Sorry.
All right. Before we get sidetracked again, do you have any parting knowledge?
If you ever see me, give me some banana bread.
All right, and that marks the end of our podcast. Thank you guys for listening,
Thank
and
you
we
for
hope
tuning in.
you stay tuned for our next ones.
Banana bread.
And with that, KUAS is not in session.
No, KUAS is out of session.
But guys, hear me out.
Nah,
What if?
nah.
Alright,
we
I'm not
have-
hearing y'all, bro.
What if we have a remedial class?
Mm.
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-dum.
Well, we're gonna let them stay tuned for that.
All right, see you guys.